Hi, coloring friends. Welcome back or welcome to my colorful world. I hope everyone is having a wonderful August. I have been quite busy in August, running kids around and doing all the summer things and just enjoying the weather and the pool and all of that good stuff. But I have a day off today and I wanted to do sort of a 24-hour coloring challenge for myself. Um, so I don't have to be into or leaving for work until exactly 24 hours from now. So my plan is to kind of focus myself on coloring for the next 24 hours and see how much I can get done. I've got a whole bunch of goals that I'd like to complete for the end of the month, and this is kind of a way to focus myself into doing it. So that being said, let me show you what my plans are for the next 24 hours. One of my big goals. All right, slight intermission there. I got a call that my son was ready to be picked up from football practice. So, my apologies. Back to what I was saying. My One of my goals for the rest of the month is to get the My Colorful Summer Bingo, which I did a video explaining in June, I believe it was. And I will try to link that here so you can check it out if you're at all interested. There's still time to participate. I am one away from getting a bingo, just with a straight line. And I really wanted to fill up the whole board for for to get a blackout bingo. But we'll see. I'm still going to work towards it, but I at least want to get the straight in a row bingo. So I am working on in the Timeless Creations stained glass coloring book from Crazy Art, which I absolutely love. I am working on this picture here, and the last spot I need in that one row is boat. So this guy is going to be it, and I want to finish the page. I The deal is you can make your own rules with the bingo. If you want one page to count for multiple things, like I could count sun and waves and boat all in this page. I am using my own rules, making it very hard for myself, like I do, and saying that the whole picture has to be colored and I can only pick one thing from the picture to get a spot on the bingo board. It's just what I'm doing. Other people can do it however they want. That's just fine. So I'm hoping to get this uh, maybe completed today. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That is a goal for that one, and I am using Prismacolor in that book. I have the pencils that I'm using on the palm tree here. They work wonderfully in this one, so that is one thing I hope to accomplish. Now, another one on my summer bingo, a spot is a summer fruit, and I'm working through this book and trying to get it colored for the year. So it'd be nice to get another one done this month. This is the Zendoodle Stained Glass Color by Number book, illustrated by Deborah Muller. And this is actually my next page to do in the book. So I am hoping to knock this one out today and get my summer fruit spot accomplished with this. So I should be able to get that one done pretty quick and easy. Those always go really fast for me. So that is another one on the docket here. I have a bunch of whips that I would love to get at least a little more headway on today. I am working on, this is another book that I had a goal to complete this year. Chuckle Chuckle. Where I am, I have purposed myself to do more in this book than I probably would have if I had not set that goal. Am I going to get this book completed this year? Absolutely not. But by setting the goal, I have made an effort to color in it way more than I would have. So, um, but I have been working on this I guess, 2-page spread because I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. And when the inspiration hits me on how I want to color a leaf on this side, I color it, and then I get back to this side working on it. So I would like to make a little more headway on that today, if possible. Um, I don't have too much more to finish, at least on this side, so I could potentially get it done as well. And I've been using the Brute Fooners, the square Brute Fooner set in on both of these pages here. And sorry, I don't think I said, but Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford. Um, so that is another one that I would love to do some work on today. And then I also have this one that I am still working on. It is in the Summer Nights book by Hannah Carlzon, and it is this page that I started working on my cruise. And in my completed pages and whips video from July, I did show this and ask for advice on how to do a black background, how best to do a black background in this. And the advice I got was to use a black Posca paint pen. Now I don't have Posca, I have the Castle Art paint pen. I'm hoping it will be sufficient. The only thing is and I did test a little bit in this corner here just to see how it was going to go. The only thing is the tip of this is quite chunky. So I'm going to run to the craft store today and see if I can find a black paint pen that has a more of a fine point tip just to get into some of the smaller areas of the page. Now it didn't necessarily bleed through, but it did, I don't know if you can see, shadow a bit. I don't think it's enough that, for one, when I was looking at this page behind, I realized it's a starry sky, so I think I will probably end up doing a black background on it as well. And then hopefully whatever else shadows through a little bit, will cover with whatever I color the rest of it with. So I'm not terribly worried about it, and I want this page to turn out well enough that I'm willing to risk it anyway. Um, so I'd like to work on the background of this if I can track down a smaller point in paint pen today. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have a couple other whips, which it's unlikely if I get through all that I would get to, but in the Sun Life Drawing 40 coloring pages, which I want to complete this year, I have this one started. It's alcohol marker, so if I don't feel like doing any more pencil, I could jump to this and maybe knock it out. Still not feeling super inspired with it, but I would like to get it done nonetheless. And I have this guy in the Coloring Heaven Fairy Story Special. I started working on this Pinocchio a little while ago, and I would like to get it done as well. Especially because I have a huge amount of pencils stuck in here, set aside so I don't mess up my color. I really need to start doing a post-it note on this side and just noting the pencils I was using. Because this is getting old. My whips are building, and the stacks of pencils and books are really getting old. So, but it would be nice to get to that one today. Probably not likely. And then the last one, this one I would actually probably prioritize as well because I started it thinking I could use something in the page for my summer bingo. So it would knock another bingo spot. This is the Cute Mandalas coloring book by Apsi Sumanasiri. Hopefully that's right. And I started this guy here. I've just colored a few suns really so far. So I got a ways to go on that one. I thought that I could either use it for the waves spot. The pail and shovel spot would probably be my choice because I don't know if I have any other pictures that have a pail and shovel in them. Or there's a little crab up here, so possibly crab, the crab spot on my bingo. So we will see how it goes and what I can get accomplished today. But I am going to probably start with the stained glass one here and continue working on it because I had been working on it earlier today actually. And it's super nice outside today. It's like 74 degrees and sunny. There's a light breeze. So I think I'll probably start out coloring on the deck for a little bit, which I'm not going to be able to film, but I will try to get some shots. And then later on in the day when I move to inside, we'll get some more actual coloring footage. And I will try to keep you posted during the 24 hours of what I am working on, what I've accomplished, and we'll see. Hopefully, this pushes me to get a whole bunch done and make some progress toward my goals. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so for the 24-hour challenge, this is not me holding myself away and doing nothing but coloring for 24 hours. I have to sleep because I have to work tomorrow, and I have uh, kids to run places tonight. My son has football pictures. My youngest has her open house at elementary school, and I still have to make them food and things for the day. So it is not a check out and color completely day, but I am going to prioritize coloring over maybe picking up a book or scrolling on my phone, that kind of thing. So that's the general idea for my 24-hour challenge. I just wanted to clarify before I got further into it. All right, so here we go. Well, quick check-in. It is a little after 5. I had to take my son to his school to get football pictures done, and I fully intended on coloring in this book. A nice, easy one to do in the car while I waited for him. And I had grabbed my markers and then left them somehow sitting still in the house. So, that is that idea down the drain, and I will have to, I guess, catch up with my coloring later. So for now, I'm going to watch some coloring on YouTube while I sit and wait in the car. That's my check-in for now. Hi, coloring friends. We're back with another check-in. It is right around 9:30 this evening, and I have been it has been a busy day. I don't know. I don't know what in my mind thought that my day off actually looked like a day off and I could sit and color. Um, so I did the check-in where I had brought the coloring book but forgot the markers. So no coloring happened there. Um, then my son's football pictures took right around an hour. I sat and waited, and I thought it was going to be quick, but it was not quick. And then while I was there, I was frantically calling and trying to make sure that my husband was going to take my daughter to her school open house, and then we had to run back, and I threw dinner together, and here we are. So, in the midst of everything, I have tried to color in any kind of downtime that I have. We did have to run errands after I picked my husband or my son up from football earlier, and he needed a special pad for football by tomorrow, so we had to hunt around for that, and it's just been a day. So here we are, and this is where I am with coloring. Um, it is only 9:30, and I said it was 24 hours, which means I have till 10:30 tomorrow morning to color some more. So I'm hoping I can, you know, get some stuff out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We still got football in the morning and all that, but I'm doing the best I can. So, um I did figure out a color combo for the sand that I want to do down here. It took me quite a bit to figure out the colors I wanted to use on the trunk of the palm trees, which is why there are 3 different styles of trunk color here. Again, I should have had a piece of paper and like figured out my blends on the side, and instead I rushed it. So we have a 2 yellowy one here, a 2 gray one here, and then this is what I've decided I'm going to go with. Um, but it's okay. I'm still okay with how it's turning out. The green is very vibrant on camera. It doesn't look quite as intense in person here, but and then I did, while I was cooking dinner and had a break between things that just needed to cook, I did briefly start my pineapple that I wanted to work on for my summer fruit page. So I'm kind of hoping that I can do a little bit more of this before bed, and then maybe just sit and, if not the backgroundy parts of it, just get the pineapple colored tonight. So that is my goal for this evening. I am a little tired, so I am kind of ready for bed already, but I'm going to try to color a little bit before it's time for bed. I did get some mail today. I ordered this. It's a little spoiler for my haul this month. And I know I said I wasn't going to buy any books this month, but this put me over for free shipping from Amazon on something else that we needed to get. So I threw it in the cart and got the free shipping. But this is so cute. This is my first book by R.J. Hampson, The Fantasy Tiny Homes. I've been seeing it on a lot of people's channels, and I was excited to have a copy of one of their books. So, um, yeah, I already had a little flip through earlier. That was, um, yeah, these are so cute. I think this is going to be so fun. So that was a little treat for today, for sure. And I'm going to get back to my palm trees here. All right, we're a little closer now, and yeah, like I said, it took me quite a bit to figure out a color combo for the base of the palm trees, the trunk. And I finally decided on the dark umber from Prismacolor, and the sienna brown, and then a beige. And I had started out, it was the light tone that was throwing me off, and all I wanted was a nice beige. And I'm thinking, I thought for sure Prismacolor had a beige. I thought I had one. I don't have the big set of Prismacolor, but I thought I had a beige, and I could not find it. So I started up here with ginger root, and then I went to a 20% French gray, I think, and this one was too yellow, and this one was too gray, and um, then I gave one last. I don't have my Prismacolor in any kind of a tray or book or anything right now. They're just all mixed together in the tin, which is clearly a problem. But So I gave one last rifle through the colors and I found the beige. So that's what we're going with as the light tone. If you saw my how I color stained glass video, it's kind of the general formula that I feel like works well in this book is to have a darker, a mid-tone, and a light, and then kind of blend them so that the lighter ends up at the center, just so it looks like lights coming through there as if it was stained glass. Yeah, so I pretty much followed that through this page. I guess the in-between areas of the palm branches were only 2 shades, and I do feel like Prismacolor works amazing in this book. Just the paper takes to it. You can really just cream those colors together and make it look, I don't know. I like the way it looks. maybe it doesn't look that great to anybody else, but I do enjoy the way it turns out in these books. This book. Apologies if you can hear my daughter in the background. I don't know. It's almost 9:30. I think yes, that's why I'm hearing her, because her phone has shut off for the night, and that means time to get ready for bed. We're trying to slowly get back into the school schedule. I feel like it needs to be a little faster than slowly at this point because they start back on Tuesday here, and today is Thursday. So we are at the under a week mark, and we really let bedtime get away with, especially my youngest this summer. So we have been trying to gradually reel it back in. So we've been kind of going for the last, well, this will be the third week, reeling it back in half-hour increments from when she was going to bed. So we're up to 9:30 now, and that means hopefully by Monday we'll be able to switch her to 9, and that is probably where we'll stay. I don't think we're getting her to go to bed at 8:30 anymore. She probably should, but I'm not sure if she ever did when she was young, even younger. She's 9 now, almost 10, but she's always been more of a night owl, even when she was little. So, but we're working on it. I don't know, probably not as excited as I should be about school starting again. I mean, the activities ramp up, and there's getting everybody up and out the door early every morning, and it's a different vibe than summer, is basically what I'm trying to say. And I love summer. But it'll be kind of nice to have the kids back on a good schedule and all that. So there are good things too. It's definitely more of a challenge, though. I know when the kids were younger, I stayed home. I didn't work. And now my husband has two jobs, and I have a job that doesn't have a set schedule of hours. So it's way harder to make sure everybody's getting where they need to be. Believe me, I didn't take for granted those days when I just stayed home at all, but it is different when you're not. All right, yeah, I really wish I hadn't messed up the top area of these palm trees because I like the way they're turning out better now that I've figured out my color combo a little better. I did get to stop at the craft store and get a pack of fine tip paint pens, so I do hope to work on the background of the butterfly page that I showed earlier. It's not going to happen tonight, maybe tomorrow. But I'm happy that I have the supplies I need to work on it now, provided that the paint pens I bought are going to be adequate. We'll see. They are not Posca. So the thicker tip that I have is from Castle Art, and I just tested it briefly. It seems like it works well. The other one is a Top Notch, I think is the brand, and I stopped at Joann Fabrics to get that one because when I searched it said that they had some, so we went there. But we'll see. I will report back on how they do. All right. I'm just trying to figure out. It's tricky at the bottom there. There's a lot going on that's just horizontal lines, but I think the beach will end here and then continue back up over here, and then all the rest is going to be water. So I think that's how I'm going to interpret it at least. I did get to enjoy sometimes sitting outside. I did take some video of that, so hopefully some of that gets included in this video to show you, but it was a gorgeous day today. It did get a little warm in the afternoon, but I like it being warm, so Wasn't a problem for me, but um, yeah, I spent some time on the deck just coloring. All right, there we go. That is the bottom of that palm tree, and I think I am gonna have to call it a night because I am feeling super sleepy and I don't want to fall asleep with a pencil in my hand. So I will check back in the morning. Um, I don't know. Occasionally I get ready for bed and then I get like a second wind and then I'll sit and color a little more in bed. I have a little tray that I use in bed there. So maybe I'll have something to report back on in the morning, or maybe we'll pick back up and continue this 24-hour coloring vlog. So far, I'm not impressed with my results, but it was just, sometimes you make plans and they just don't quite work out. So we'll see what we come up with, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning, coloring friends. It is 9:22 the next morning of my 24 hours. And so the good news is that I did work on, like I said last night, might happen. I got a little bit of a second wind once I got ready for bed and got in bed. So I worked on the sand of my beach and finished the trunks of the palm trees. And then I also, so we're making some good progress with that page, I think. And then I also whipped out this guy too. So this one went really quickly. I don't know why. I felt like it went quicker than some of the other ones I've done in this book even, but I finished this last night. And then I started working on the water on this page this morning and picked my colors for that and everything. So, for this page, I want to go ahead and I'm going to check off. I did this page for the summer fruit spot on my summer bingo. So I'm gonna, well, let's uncap the pen. That'll work better. I'm going to put an X over the summer fruit. There we go. And I just like to note the day that I did it and then the book that I did it in. So, what was yesterday? The 18th. And that was my color by number pineapple. There we go. So, I am going to use this page that I'm working on. Let me move this out of the way again. And pencils are going everywhere. I am going to use this page that I'm working on for the boat spot here, which will get me my bingo. But I am going to try to keep going through the rest of the month and posting my finished pages to my hashtag on Instagram, my colorful summer bingo, and see how many spots I can fill, just because I think it's fun. Um, so that being said, the bad news is that I have to go pick up my son from football and then pretty much uh, turn and burn and head right to work once I drop him off at home. So I've decided that since yesterday was so crazy, I'm going to give myself through this evening for this challenge to see how much I can get done. And I'm hoping to knock out the water, and then I want to pull up a picture of some sunsets because I'd like to do this sky in like it's a sunset. Well, obviously the sun's down here, so it is a sunset. um, so I want to look at the colors and figure out how I want to tackle that. Um, and once I have the colors chosen, I think I may sit down this evening and get it done and maybe do a speed color with that part. So I think that might be fun to watch that come together that way. So hopefully it will be. So that's my check-in for now. I'm going to go ahead and run and get my day's work in, and then I will be back here later to do some more coloring. All right, so we have made it through work and dinner, and it is the evening now, and I have worked a bit more on this page off camera. I wanted to make this background, or this top portion of the sky, look like a sunset since the sun's low in the sky. And so I used this notepad and I did look up a few sunset pictures to get an idea of what colors and how I wanted it to look, and then I used that to kind of come up with the color changes that I want to happen as I go up the page here. So I combined a few different Prismacolors in each section to get the look I'm going for, and then just jotted down because I have them all pulled here. So there's my soon-to-be sunset. Sorry, my daughter, if you hear her, is having fun on the phone with her friends and enjoying the last bit of summer. So I am going to get going with hopefully achieving a nice sunset on this page, and I'm just going to put that to music. And then we'll come back when it's all over and kind of review what I managed to accomplish in my 24-ish hour coloring. it is now the next day. I stayed up way too late working on this picture, and I did manage to finish it. So I am going to mark off boat on my page here, my bingo. And that actually gets me a bingo. So I am very happy about that. There we go. And bingo. um, so I'm just going to note here. Technically, I worked through past midnight, so I finished this one on the 20th. And that was in the stained glass. Just note what book I finished that in. So in my 24 hours, I managed to get this page completely done. And then I also worked on, I finished the color by number of a pineapple, which I showed earlier, and got this one checked off as well. So that concludes my 24-ish hours of coloring. I didn't get nearly as much worked on as I wanted to. I didn't get to my butterfly background or any of the other whips I showed. But you know what? I finished 2 pages in the 24 hours. This one being the more labor intensive for sure. I did end up having to use let's see if I can find it, the Derwent Burnisher pencil to get my darker colors up here to blend a little more. I'm still not super thrilled with the way the upper portion of the sky turned out. I wish this could have been blended a little bit better, but um, overall, I like how the picture looks. I think it's pretty, if nothing else. And it got me my bingo, so I am happy with that. Thank you so much if you joined me and stuck with me through this full 24-hour video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.